If you are a Cancer, then what you are about to hear may quietly shift the way you see yourself, the way you see your path, and the way you see the months that still remain in this year. These are not predictions. These are not promises. These are spiritual insights. Quiet truths that have been circling your energy field, waiting for the right moment to land. And perhaps this is that moment. Perhaps you are hearing this today because something inside you already knows that a change is coming, and you are ready, finally ready, to meet it with open hands and an open heart. Let us begin. Insight 1. The first spiritual insight for Cancer this year is that your sensitivity is not a problem to be solved. It is a language to be spoken. For decades, the world has told you that feeling too much is a liability, that your tears are a sign of weakness, that your emotional depth makes you fragile. But here is what the universe wants you to understand this year. Your sensitivity is not fragility. It is frequency. You are tuned to a channel that most people cannot even access. You pick up signals that others miss entirely. You feel the shift in energy before anyone else notices it. You sense the unspoken words hanging in the air between two people. This is not a curse. This is a superpower that has been mislabeled your entire life. And this year, the spiritual invitation is to stop apologizing for it. Stop dimming it. Stop pretending you do not feel what you feel just to make other people more comfortable. The world does not need you to be less sensitive. The world needs you to be fully sensitive, completely attuned, unapologetically aware. Because your sensitivity is the very thing that allows you to heal others, to connect deeply, to love with a kind of devotion that most people only read about in poetry. This year, own it. Wear it like armor instead of hiding it like a wound. Let it be the compass that guides every decision, every relationship, every step you take forward. Your sensitivity is not what is wrong with you. It is what is extraordinary about you. And the sooner you embrace that truth, the sooner everything else begins to fall into place. Insight 2. The second insight is that forgiveness is not something you give to others. It is something you give to yourself. Cancer carries emotional memory like no other sign. You remember every slight, every betrayal, every moment when someone you love chose to look the other way. And those memories have weight. They accumulate over the years like stones in a bag you carry on your back, and slowly, so slowly you barely notice it, they begin to bend you. Not break you. Cancer does not break easily, but they bend you. They curve your posture toward caution, toward suspicion, toward a quiet exhaustion that comes from holding on to things that were never yours to carry in the first place. This year, the spiritual insight is simple but profound. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It was never about the other person. Forgiveness is the act of putting down the stones, one by one. Not because the people who hurt you deserve your grace, but because you deserve to walk upright again. You deserve to feel the lightness that comes from releasing what has been weighing you down for years, sometimes decades. And here is the part that surprises most Cancer souls when they finally begin this process. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean inviting those people back into your life. It does not mean pretending that what happened did not matter. It means choosing your own freedom over their ability to still affect you. It means reclaiming the energy you have been spending on resentment and redirecting it toward joy, toward creation, toward the life you actually want to live. That is the gift of forgiveness. And this year it is waiting for you to unwrap it. Insight 3. The third spiritual insight is that solitude and loneliness are not the same thing. And this year you are being called to learn the difference. Cancer loves connection. You thrive in the presence of people you love, in the warmth of shared meals, in the comfort of familiar voices. But there is a part of you that also needs silence, stillness, space. A part that needs to retreat from the world and be alone with your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own inner landscape. And for a long time you may have confused that need with loneliness. You may have felt guilty for wanting to be alone. You may have worried that your desire for solitude meant something was wrong with you, that you were becoming disconnected, that you were pushing people away. But the truth is the opposite. Solitude is where Cancer does its deepest healing. It is where you process everything you have absorbed from the people around you. It is where you sort through the emotions that are yours and the emotions you picked up from others. It is where you reconnect with the quiet voice inside you that always knows the truth, even when the world is too loud for you to hear it. This year, do not resist the pull toward solitude. Do not fill every quiet moment with noise, with activity, with distraction. Let the silence speak to you. Let it show you what needs attention, what needs release, what needs to be nurtured back to life. Solitude is not where you go to hide from the world. It is where you go to find yourself. And once you find yourself there, you return to the world stronger, clearer, and more present than before. Insight 4. The fourth insight is about trust, and specifically about learning to trust the timing of your life. Cancer has a tendency to rush. Not in the frantic, chaotic way that some signs rush, but in a quiet, internal way. You plan ahead. You worry about what comes next. You try to control outcomes because the uncertainty of not knowing feels unbearable. And this desire for control, this need to have everything figured out before it happens, has caused you more suffering than almost anything else in your life. Because life does not operate on your schedule. It never has. And every time you tried to force something to happen before it was ready, you ended up exhausted, disappointed, or both. This year, the universe is asking you to practice a different kind of trust. Not trust in other people, though that matters too, but trust in the timing of your own unfolding. Trust that the things meant for you will not pass you by. Trust that the delays you have experienced were not punishments but protections. Trust that the door that closed was not a rejection but a redirection. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be right now, even if where you are does not look like where you thought you would be. This is perhaps the hardest spiritual lesson for Cancer, because it requires surrendering control. It requires sitting with uncertainty and choosing peace instead of panic. But if you can learn this one lesson, if you can truly internalize the truth that your life is unfolding in perfect timing, everything changes. The anxiety loosens its grip. The worry fades to a whisper. And in its place, a calm confidence begins to grow, the confidence of someone who knows that the universe has not forgotten them. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Insight 5. The fifth spiritual insight is that your home is not just a physical space. It is an energetic one. Cancer is deeply connected to the concept of home, and most people interpret this as a love of domestic life, of cooking, of creating cozy environments. And while all of that is true, it barely scratches the surface. For Cancer, home is a state of being. It is the feeling of safety, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of being fully known and fully accepted. And this year, the spiritual invitation is to examine where your true home resides. Is it in a building? Is it in a relationship? Is it in a memory? Or is it inside you? Because if your sense of home depends entirely on external circumstances, on a person being there, on a place remaining unchanged, on a situation staying stable, then your foundation is vulnerable. But if your sense of home lives inside you, if you carry it with you wherever you go, if you can close your eyes in any room in the world and return to that feeling of safety and belonging, then nothing can make you homeless. Nothing can uproot you. Nothing can take away the one place that truly matters. This year, build your inner home. Reinforce its walls with self-love. Fill its rooms with gratitude. Light its windows with the knowledge that no matter what happens outside, you always have a place to return to. A place that no one can touch. A place that is entirely, completely, irrevocably yours. That is the spiritual home that Cancer is being called to construct this year. And once it is built, it will shelter you through every storm that comes. Insight 6. The sixth insight is that your intuition is not random. It is a direct line to something greater than yourself. Cancer has always been intuitive. You have always known things before they happened, felt things before they were confirmed, sensed things that had no logical explanation. But for much of your life, you may have treated this intuition as something unreliable, something unpredictable, something you could not fully trust. This year, the spiritual insight is that your intuition is not unreliable at all. It is one of the most consistent, accurate, and trustworthy sources of guidance you have ever had. The only reason it has seemed unreliable in the past is that you sometimes chose to override it with logic, with other people's opinions, with the desire to believe what you wanted to believe instead of what you knew to be true. Your intuition did not fail you. You failed to follow it. And there is a significant difference. This year, commit to following your intuition even when it does not make sense. Especially when it does not make sense. Because your intuition operates on a frequency that logic cannot reach. It sees around corners. It knows things before they happen. It understands patterns that your conscious mind is not yet aware of. When your gut tells you to wait, wait. When your heart tells you to leave, leave. When something inside you whispers that this is not right, listen. Do not argue with it. Do not rationalize it away. Do not wait for proof. The proof will come later. Your intuition is always ahead of the evidence. Trust it first. The confirmation will follow. Insight 7. The seventh spiritual insight is that vulnerability is not the opposite of strength. It is the highest expression of it. Cancer has spent a lifetime building walls. Not because you are cold or closed off, but because you feel everything so deeply that you needed those walls to survive. Without them, the world would have overwhelmed you long ago. But here is what happens when you build walls to protect yourself. You also block the very things you want most. Love cannot reach you through a wall. Connection cannot find you behind a barrier. Joy cannot enter a fortress. The walls that kept the pain out also kept the beauty at bay. And this year, the spiritual invitation is to begin slowly, carefully, at your own pace, lowering those walls, not tearing them down, not leaving yourself unprotected, but creating doorways in the walls, openings that allow the right people, the right experiences, the right energies to enter your life. Vulnerability does not mean exposing yourself to everyone. It means being willing to be seen by the people who have earned that privilege. It means letting someone know you are struggling instead of pretending everything is fine. It means admitting that you need help, that you feel lonely, that you are scared. These admissions are not weakness. They are courage in its purest form. And when you allow yourself to be vulnerable with the right people, something miraculous happens. The love you receive back heals you in ways that no amount of solitary strength ever could. Because Cancer was never meant to carry everything alone. You were meant to share the weight. And this year, the universe is sending people who are strong enough to help you carry it. Some people watch. Others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting. It's about moving. Insight 8. The eighth insight is that your past is not a prison. It is a classroom. Cancer lives with one foot in the present and one foot in memory. You revisit old conversations, old relationships, old versions of yourself with a regularity that sometimes borders on obsession. And while some of this revisiting is nostalgic and sweet, some of it is painful. You replay your mistakes. You wonder what would have happened if you had chosen differently. You grieve for paths not taken, for words not spoken, for chances that slipped through your fingers. But this year, the spiritual insight is clear. Your past happened for you, not to you. Every heartbreak taught you what your heart truly needs. Every failure revealed the strategies that do not work, bringing you closer to the ones that do. Every loss carved out space inside you that is now available to be filled with something new, something better, something more aligned with who you are becoming. Stop visiting the past as a prisoner. Visit it as a student. Take the lessons. Leave the pain. Carry the wisdom. Release the regret. You cannot change what happened, but you can change what it means to you. And when you change the meaning, you change everything. The same event that has haunted you for years can become the foundation of your greatest strength, if you choose to see it that way. This year, choose. Choose the interpretation that sets you free. Insight 9. The ninth spiritual insight is that your capacity for love is not a burden. It is your greatest contribution to the world. Cancer loves with an intensity that can be frightening, both for you and for the people you love. You love so deeply that the thought of losing someone can paralyze you. You love so completely that you sometimes lose yourself inside the love, forgetting where you end and the other person begins. And because this love has been a source of both ecstasy and agony throughout your life, you may have begun to see it as a liability, something dangerous, something that needs to be managed, controlled, contained. But this year, the spiritual truth is that your love is not dangerous. The world that taught you to fear it is the thing that is dangerous. Your love is pure. It is generous. It is healing. And the world needs it now more than it has ever needed it before. Do not ration your love out of fear of being hurt. Do not hold back your affection because someone in your past could not handle it. Their inability to receive what you offered says nothing about the value of your love, and everything about the limitations of their capacity. This year, love anyway. Love boldly. Love without keeping score. Love without demanding that it be returned in equal measure. Because the love you give creates ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. It heals people you will never meet. It inspires courage in people who are watching you from a distance. It changes the temperature of every room you enter. Your love is your legacy, and it is the most beautiful thing about you. Insight 10. The 10th and final spiritual insight is perhaps the most important one of all. You are enough, right now, as you are, without changing a single thing, without losing weight or gaining confidence or finding a partner or achieving a goal. You are enough. And I know that Cancer struggles with this one more than most signs, because you are always measuring yourself against an ideal that keeps moving further away. You are always finding one more thing that needs fixing, one more flaw that needs correcting, one more area where you fall short of the person you think you should be. But this year, the universe is asking you to stop. Stop chasing an imaginary version of yourself and start appreciating the real one. The one who survived everything. The one who loved through heartbreak. The one who kept showing up even when the world gave you every reason to stop. The one who is sitting here right now listening to these words, still searching, still growing, still open to the possibility that life has more to offer. That person, that beautifully imperfect, deeply feeling, endlessly caring person, is enough. Not almost enough. Not enough for now until something better comes along. Enough. Period. And when you truly accept this, when you stop seeking validation from the outside and start generating it from within, the entire trajectory of your life shifts. Opportunities appear that you could not see before because you were too busy looking for your flaws. Relationships deepen because you are no longer performing for approval. Peace settles into your bones because you have finally stopped fighting against yourself. You are enough. This is not a consolation prize. This is the foundation upon which everything beautiful in your future will be built. So here you are, at the end of 10 spiritual insights that were not really new at all. They were reminders. Reminders of things your soul has always known but your mind has been too busy, too worried, too distracted to hear. Your sensitivity is a gift. Forgiveness sets you free. Solitude heals you. Timing is not your responsibility. Home lives inside you. Intuition is your compass. Vulnerability is strength. Your past is a teacher. Love is your legacy. And you are enough. These 10 truths have the power to reshape the rest of your year if you let them. Not through effort, not through struggle, but through acceptance. Through the quiet, radical act of believing that the universe has been speaking to you all along, and that these words are simply the echo of what it has been trying to say. Listen, believe, and then watch what happens when a Cancer soul stops fighting against itself and starts flowing with the current that was always trying to carry it home. You have 2 options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.